Shaz, and this is Shazness Wellness. Welcome to my page. I'm a gut health coach, a PCOS mama, and I'm here to explain one of my videos that I posted that got a lot of attention, because I know that if I saw a video like that, I'd be like, tell me how you did that. So that's what I'm here for. So this is a video that I posted. It is 2 of my clients' transformations. I'm gonna actually walk you through both of their cases, their goals, and explain to you how I approached their healing process. And it's really awesome because they both purchased different packages. I have 2 packages that I offer. One is a 3-month Mind, Body, Spirit, really supportive program. It's a 3-month, it's really in depth, it's more intense. And then the other one that I have is more of like a gut healing starter kit, but it's personalized to you, your goals, and whatever you need from me. So we're gonna talk about this beautiful client right here. So she came to me with no gallbladder, extreme bloating, and I'm gonna pull up her protocol right here. So her top 3 goals with me in a 3-month program was to, 1, heal her yeast infections. She was having extreme discomfort and itchiness. She had a lot of candida overgrowth because she had a gallbladder removed. She was really struggling to digest proteins and fats, so she led a lot to sugar because it was her comfort foods, but then at the end of the day, all of the sugar was feeding the yeast. Plus, she had been on a lot of antibiotics because her yeast infections. So because she was put on a lot of antibiotics, it was killing off a lot of her good gut flora. So again, it was more of an environment for yeast to grow and take over her system, which it did. So that was her first goal. In 3 months was to heal yeast infections. The second goal was to decrease her bloating, which again makes perfect sense. She had no gallbladder. She wasn't eating a diet that was specific to her and her body's needs now that the gallbladder was removed. She wasn't taking any supplements to help her, but then again, of course, had a lot of yeast issues. So anytime that she was eating sugar or carbs, yes, it didn't really hurt her belly, but it was making her bloat because the yeast candida feed off of the sugar. And her third and final goal with me was weight loss. As you can see from the picture, she lost a great amount of weight, and we don't focus on the scale. As much as weight loss can be a goal for all of my clients, it's never the focus. We just trust the process and learn to heal and feel better first. And I always tell them that the weight will come off or the weight will be gained where it needs to. So part of her goal number 3 for weight loss was trust the healing process, learn to love the body, and have stress management tools. Again, I really focus on mind, body, and spirit when it comes to these gut healing cleanses or any type of healing for the gut, because it's 80% of your immune system. There are lots of studies that are showing that the type of cells that we have in our gut are very similar to brain cells. I know they're not the same. We carry a lot of serotonin there, which is, your hormones to do with mood. So to me, if you want to see true healing results, the mental part plays a massive role. So this client that now has no gallbladder and all of these goals with me, the very first goal for us in month 1 was to remove any trigger foods and any foods that were causing her inflammation or feeding yeast bacteria. So we had to get rid of all sugar in all forms. I get that question asked a lot. Maple syrup is sugar, honey is sugar, agave is sugar. Yes, they are healthier forms of sugar and they are natural, which are totally fine and acceptable if you don't have these yeast issues. But when you have these yeast issues, it's not a good time. So we had to get rid of the sugar. We had to eliminate a lot of gluten and dairy products, again, very inflammatory to her system. We had to get rid of nightshade vegetables, things like tomatoes, eggplants, white potatoes. Again, can be high in lectins and can be inflammatory for a lot of people who do have these gut issues. This isn't forever. So it's important to understand that when we start our gut healing journey, it's crucial to eliminate so that we can clear the intestines and give it a little bit of a rest and find out what are our happy foods. If we can just find this client 10 to 15 foods in the first month that we know doesn't cause her any bloating, she's pooing well because she also had constipation, and she's not feeling any stomach pain, that's a huge win, because then we can go in and address all the other stuff. Support the mental health around eliminating, because a lot of people will come to me again with a bad relationship with food. They're scared to eat certain foods, so we changed the limiting beliefs around food. I gave her very strong affirmations. and a tapping exercise that said, I'm doing all the right things to support my healing journey. My gut is getting stronger every day. I love food and food loves me. I'm happy. I feel confident in my body. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So we rewire the brain. Every time she ate, I advised her to thank her food, to set intentions with food, or to fully visualize as she's eating it healing her body or feeling good to digest. So I put her on a supplement program specific to her, and I'm not gonna share that because I don't want you guys to just self-supplement. I used to do this and it was a big mistake. One, you're gonna waste a lot of money, like for real. I can say, hey, I think this client took this, this, and this, but these are her goals. And again, I did a full health history on her. I knew exactly what she was taking, what she wasn't taking, and I don't feel safe advising and just giving general information to the public about supplements unless I know it's safe for the majority of people, which is why I'll always promote probiotics and digestive enzymes. For the majority, those are pretty safe. But for these specific ones that she was on, again, it's a little bit different. But I can share with you the mental, spiritual homework because that's just as important. Again, I'm not going to stop emphasizing that. Yes, you need to focus on nutrition. Yes, you need to have supplements. But if you are stressed, stress feeds yeast. Stress feeds candida. Then you're just like in a never-winning battle. So I gave her some mindfulness exercises to do, some grounding, so touching trees or grounding your feet to nature. I gave her a music playlist that I really love that has to do with spiritual healing and just getting out of your physical body and more into your soul and being present. And I asked her, what is it that you do that time doesn't exist? And in her specific case, she said rollerblading. So it took her a couple months to get the concept of wanting to go and buy the rollerblades and doing it. But she eventually did, and she realized like how awesome it was for her mental health. It just made her feel really free, and in turn it was exercise, so it was helping her with her weight loss goal as well. So just looking over her notes, in month 1 alone, we had a lot of struggles only because life was kicking her in the butt, which is so normal, which is why this support program is so amazing. So she was having a lot of school stuff going on, a lot of family stuff going on. She also had an earache in the middle of this process, so she had to be put on antibiotics, which is really tough while we're doing this yeast cleanse, but we made it through because I told her, listen, you can't control the ear infection and you can't control being on antibiotics right now, so let's focus on the mental and spiritual homework. And we really dug deep into that with her for a few weeks. So month 1 to her felt like a write-off, but look at what she did in 2 months still. Mind-blowing, right? So month 2, she said things kind of slowed down a bit in her life, and we really just focused more on the nutrition and supplements and staying consistent with the mental homework, and she really succeeded all of these goals in 2 months. She saw no yeast infection symptoms, she got her weight loss, and she did a really good job with decreasing her bloating. As you can see, she said she had hardly any bloating. I also do want to mention that we didn't even implement supplements until month 2. And that's also a big mistake people make, is that they jump into a diet and supplements all at once. And that can be a lot for the body to handle, especially the liver, because the liver is just trying to detox everything out. So yeah, a lot of it has to do with her personal life and supporting her mental health. We had weekly video chats. I messaged her any single time that I haven't heard from her in a week or a few days. She messaged me any questions she had, like finding certain foods at the store, if she could eat it, if she couldn't. And I just gave her the power back. I empowered her, and I tried to show her that she has intuitive intelligence. She can definitely feel great again, and she is. I'm so proud of her. We still have 1 more month to go, and I'm excited to see what else she can accomplish. Okay, so with this client number 2, so she did my gut healing starter kit. So in this specific case, we only had 1 video chat. It was her health assessment, and I got to get a better understanding of what was going on with her. And then after, I made her 1-month nutrition plan, her 1-month supplement plan, as well as gave her specific mental, spiritual homework as well to help her achieve her goals, to keep her consistent, because that's the hardest part. Like, you can be given a nutrition plan, but it doesn't mean you're gonna stick with it. So I gave her all the tools to empower her again to consistently stick with it for a month and see what happens. So she reported back with this picture of her skin clearing up. She said that her acne is pretty much all gone. She just has a bit of scarring, and her top 3 goals was 1, to improve her skin. That was her biggest goal. Second was to improve her gut health, decrease bloating, improve digestion, and increase her bowel movements, because she was having less than 1 a day, which was really bad. And she got to 2 times a day, which is awesome. And her goal number 3 was to improve energy and feel good about the day. So this specific client had low stomach acid. So when you have low stomach acid, you really struggle to digest the food, and then the rest of the intestines really just struggle. So I specifically gave her a digestive enzyme and an enzyme that had HCl, so something to help her increase her stomach acid and to help her break down the food. Immediately she said her digestion was better, her bowel movements were doing really, really well. But remember, it's not supplementation alone. We had to change her diet. Again, similar case, we had to remove the sugar, we had to remove the dairy, we had to remove the gluten. But because she had a lot of skin issues, I also removed soy for her specifically, and I started her day with big fat, big protein meals. This really helps with sugar cravings, and it usually helps with hormone imbalances as well. So in turn, I was hoping that having that type of breakfast would help her with her skin, and it did. I gave her alternate nostril breathing exercises. I encouraged her to start a gratitude journal. Also gave her specific affirmations as well to get her through these symptoms and ensure that she could do this. Okay, so I hope that explains these 2 clients, their success story, and how we got these results. I really believe that if you plant a seed with love, it will grow. And I think that's my biggest approach when I work with clients is I really save a lot of space for them. I make sure they feel heard, I make sure they feel seen, and I just support them, and I make sure they know that their bodies are resilient and powerful and that they can achieve those goals. Like, they did all the hard work. I was on the back end, making sure that I guided them in the right direction, but they did this. They did the hard work. I didn't tell them that they had to eat this, and I don't have any expectations as their gut health coach. I present them with what I feel is best for them, and then it's up to them and their own wellness journey to take it and to see where they can go and what goals they can achieve. So please remember, every case is extremely different. And that is why I offer one-on-one coaching, because I know that I do this all the time. I have calls with 4 or 5 people every single day, and every single person, even if they come to me with the exact same goals, their protocols are very, very different. And I know because I've lived this. I had candida, I had PCOS, I had bloating, I had constipation, I had irregular periods, I had fainting spells. I had heart palpitations, I had acid reflux, heartburn, you name it. If you really want to see that, go check out later videos of me. Like, I'm really showing me in my healing journey and my process, and now being here as the person that has made it. That's my only intention, is to truly help people and make sure they know that they can get through this. Because there's nothing worse than going to a doctor and saying, like, I feel like crap, and then them just telling you that you're fine. Because most people who come to me are feeling that really deep down. There's no greater investment than in yourself and your health. Because once you're starting to feel better, you can grab control of your life back and do the things that you love. And I know I strongly emphasize this, but please listen to me again. Mind, body, and spirit. Okay? It takes all 3 to truly see a transformation in your gut. If you feel like you can't break up with sugar because you need it, mind. That's a limiting belief. You can't break up with sugar. It's just a drug. If you've gotten comfortable with the fat on your body and you feel like you're not worthy to lose the weight, soul. If you're taking all the right supplements, but you're eating gluten, dairy, and sugar, there's a nutrition aspect. So you need to pull all of those puzzles together. And I think the reason why my clients do such an amazing job, and support is crucial. So if you're feeling alone because your family and friends don't understand what you're going through and they can eat whatever they want and you're sitting there looking and feeling like crap, that's why I offer, again, one-on-one coaching, because I'm your circle. I'm the person that can empathize and understand what you're going through. I have clients messaging me at parties being like, what the heck? I can't eat anything, I'm feeling like the victim, I know I'm not supposed to. Please help me get through this moment, this party. And I do. So I really hope this video provided value, some insight. I am fully booked with coaching right now, depending on when you watch this. I'm creating my gut healing course and ebook. and I'm opening up my client calendar up in December again. I wanted to send you so much love. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel because it means a lot to me in my business and what I want to advocate for, which is this gut health experience and gut healing. I always keep it real. That's always been my motto. And I make videos every Wellness Wednesday, or at least I try to. Sending you guys so much love again. Mwah. Thank you so much for being here.